Intrusion is the brand new Netflix original film hitting Netflix on September 22nd. The film stars Frida Pinto and Logan Marshall Green. The film's about they are a married couple moving into a home, and for some reason, they are being targeted with multiple home invasions. The film is an hour and 32 minutes and is TV 14. Welcome, guys, to a new Netflix movie review on Max Talks Movies. We're talking about Intrusion. Before we start with my review of Intrusion, please like the video, guys, the thumbs up button. That's the best way to support this channel. Also, please comment down below. First of all, if you've seen Intrusion on Netflix, let me know your thoughts on Intrusion. One of your favorite, least favorite. Where's it ranked for you among Netflix's movies this year? And also, please let me know if you're going to check this one out. If you have not seen this film yet, will you watch this film? And tell me if it's based off of this review. Would really love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And also, please subscribe, ring the bell if you're new to the channel. I do these types of movie reviews, TV show reviews, streaming platform reviews, movie rankings, and a box office breakdown. So I do a lot of things on this channel. We're growing really fast. So subscribe, join the party here on Max Talks Movies. Let's talk about Intrusion. So this is a film that I really knew nothing about heading. I just knew Netflix had a new thriller that was coming out, and pretty excited for Logan Marshall Green. If you don't know, he was the star of Upgrade, which for me is one of the most underrated and I think one of the best sci-fi, I would guess, action films of the last 10 years. Is a really fantastic movie that was easily in my top 10 of 2018. Sad, I mean, came from director of Lee Winnell, who then, that was his directorial big thing, and then he went on to do Invisible Man. So I was really hoping he would break out. Obviously has not gotten enough work, in my opinion, since that really spectacular performance. Frida Pinto is an actress who I've seen in a couple of things, Hillbilly Elegy last year, a couple of Netflix movies last year, actually. She was good in all of the movies, so it's cool to see her in a lead role, and it's a home invasion film, and you have to sell me on the twists and the turns and why are they being targeted for these invasions. That is what's going to sell you on this movie. So let's start with the positives and I'll go my negative. Giving my score out of 5 stars and a percentage. So I've thought that this movie had an interesting enough plot going on with really this relationship, which really makes the movie watchable for the most part. Logan Marshall Green and Frida Pinto have really great chemistry. You actually feel that they've been married for over 12 years. You can really feel their relationship. Their on-screen chemistry is really, really great. Which really sells the movie and sells the plot going forward. They're both really excellent in the film. Frida Pinto has a lot to tackle in this movie. She is the main character. She is the lead of this movie, and she has a lot on her shoulders, and she does deliver a really good, relatable performance that I think this movie definitely needed. She's really, really solid in this film. She, as I said, great chemistry with Logan Marshall Green, but also when she's not interacting with Logan Marshall Green, she's become like an investigator type of thing where she's trying to look into why people are trying to enter her house. You can kind of feel her performance growing even more. So it's a really good stuff from her character. Logan Marshall Green, of course, is excellent in this movie. Sadly, he needs more work, guys. Upgrade is one of the best movies of the last 10 years, in my opinion, sci-fi action-wise. He was in Spider-Man Homecoming, but very minimal roles the first. Shocker. He just needs more work. It was cool seeing him without a beard. It was very weird, but it was very cool to see him in this movie. He's really good in this movie, and at times he needs to be a bit over the top, and you'll see that why he needs to be over the top later in the film, but he really does a good job selling what is actually going on in this movie. And again, both of them have good chemistry, which makes the movie really watchable, makes the film really interesting throughout the film. As we know, the film is also very well made. The house is really stunning. The environment they're really in, for the most part, is really stunning to look at. The musical score is really fantastic. And sadly, the movie's script and story doesn't match how epic and cool the score is, because the score clearly feels like this is a pretty great movie, but the movie itself isn't really matching how great of a score that it is, which I find really interesting with the film. But the score actually did get me even more thrilled. I think we've said that about a couple movies this year, how you'll watch an average movie and then the score will make it seem like it's not an average movie. That's this type of movie, in my opinion. But I do want to transition into negatives. Other than those big positives, I do have some negatives with the film, and that is the script. It's a very run-of-the-mill, stereotypical home invasion film that you have seen a billion times. And that is the issue with this movie. You have seen this movie with the same runtime, with the same twists and turns in your life if you've seen a home invasion film. Now, maybe if you haven't seen a home invasion film, maybe this movie blows your mind. But like me, and you watch all these types of movies, and if you've ever seen even one home invasion film, you know exactly where this movie is going, and that kills this movie's thrilling investment you're supposed to have with the movie. It's supposed to be intense. There's a couple jumps, like false jump scares, which is kind of weird in this movie, but you just know everything that's going to happen. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but once you actually sit down and watch the movie, you already know exactly why these home invaders are going after this couple. You just know instantly. And when you start to get a little bit skeptical about a person, you're right. And that is a huge issue with the movie, because I was skeptical of the character, man, 20 minutes in the movie, and that became a pretty big character later in the film. It was too much. It was so predictable. And it took away all the emotion I had, because I really did want to care for this couple. You could feel their relationship throughout the film, but because the story is so mediocre and that's what it is, just a mediocre script with a mediocre plot, mediocre twists and turns, it just doesn't help the movie at all. This movie needs a really big, not just a big twist, but a twist that makes you think. And this film just doesn't have that. It really never gets explained why a person makes a pretty big decision at the end of the film. It just doesn't get explained, because they know, like, it's weird. It's like the film knows you've seen this type of movie before and just wants to give you another one. It just feels like Netflix wanted to make a new thriller, and they already had a script ready, a template of how to make a home invasion thriller, and they threw this together. That's just kind of what it feels like. So overall, guys, I'm going to give Intrusion a 2.5 out of 5, a 40. I'm going to give it a 47%. I'll go 46%. 46% for Intrusion. It's just a mediocre movie. That's just what it is. If you want to watch a home invasion movie, this film will be for you, because this is just another throw in the catalog of home invasion films. If you're looking for anything new in this genre, do not watch Intrusion. So that's my thoughts on Intrusion. Please like the video, subscribe, comment down below, ring the bell. More reviews are coming to the channel. Midnight Mass comes out on Friday. I'll be doing a whole reviews of that show that comes on Netflix this upcoming Friday. Star Wars Visions, I'm going to have a whole review of that. Another Netflix movie is coming out this upcoming Friday. I'll have a review of that. Dear Evan Hansen, a box office breakdown show. So many things coming to the channel very, very soon. So please ring the bell to notify. If you see my other movie reviews I've done this year, including all the Netflix ones, you can click that playlist right here. I'll see you guys soon.